Who's a silly Billy? I wonder how long it will be before the Pizzagate crowd link the Ted Heath story, link below, to the McCann yacht mystery, link below, and tie it all to the Podesta brothers. I'm guessing not long when they hear the Michael Shrimpton interview that he gave to a local radio station in Bristol in 2013, link below. For those that don't know, Shrimpton's theory is that Edward Heath was being supplied with children from the Hort de la Grenne children's home in Jersey, link below, by the Jimmy Savile paedophile ring. He was having sex with them on the yacht, on his yacht the Morning Cloud, and then either he or the German intelligence agents he was working with killed them and threw the bodies over the side. In fairness, it should be pointed out that Mr. Shrimpton was jailed for claiming that a nuclear bomb would blow up the London Olympics, link below. And in furtherance of the interests of fairness, it should also be pointed out that those following Pizzagate over the longer period would have some justification to point out that Mr. Shrimpton's jailing is typical of a pattern in the cover-up. But back to the reported remarks of Mr. Veal, link below. Two things are of interest. Firstly, the claims of Satanism were dismissed. Yes, I admit that it would have been deliciously cinematic to have Mr. Heath pumping the pipes of the organ like a modern-day Quasimodo. There is little or no point in wasting police time pursuing the satanic line of inquiry, however. What is of more interest is that Mr. Veal is reported to believe, though not quoted as saying, that he supports the theory that there was an establishment cover-up. The Mail then goes on to expose one of the planks of this cover-up, the claim that Edward Heath couldn't have carried out the alleged attacks because he didn't drive. The claim was made by Lord Armstrong of Ilminster, who was the cabinet secretary to Mrs. Thatcher. The Mail show pictures that Edward Heath could drive and had a car, and thus proved, we are no doubt free to say, this proves the cover-up. Well, maybe, except Mr. Veal was delayed in taking his post as Chief Constable by the previous Chief Constable, Pat Geenty, being delayed from retiring due to his being under investigation by the Independent Police Complaints Authority due to complaints about the way the force handled allegations of paedophilia, link below. So it would not be beyond the realms of possibility that Mr. Veal is using the report into Edward Heath as both a way of scoring brownie points and of clearing his desk. One should not also overlook the obvious political angle, given that the allegations into sexual activity and killings on the yacht were used as leverage for Britain to get into the EEC and to do so under unfavourable terms, or so runs the conspiracy theory. Yet in December of last year, Mr. Veal's report was reported as unlikely ever to be published, link below. Yet now, in the week before the Article 50 bill goes before the House of Lords, it is front page news on the Daily Mail that Mr. Veal is 120% sure that Ted Heath was a kiddie fiddler. Oh, and did I mention that Theresa May's new spokesman is James Slack, link below, who left his job as political editor of the Daily Mail to take the position. Thus the bill goes to the House of Lords with opponents threatening to block, wreck and amend the legislation. People like Peter Mandelson, of whom allegations of paedophilia have long swirled, link below, and there are other former Labour ministers who are no doubt in the House of Lords who would perhaps not wish to have the D notice, link below, relating to Operation Ore lifted, link below. I have seen some within the Pizzagate community leap onto this story and claim that it fits a pattern whereby the truth is only revealed when the person is dead, and that it proves a cover-up. This may or may not be true, though the reason for it is very simple. You can't libel the dead, which makes the maxim a very useful tool to threaten the living, especially when the living hold unaccountable political power without any regard for the current reality of politics.